Hello, everyone. This is Sharing Creations by Carrie. It's Carrie. Hope you're having a good day. Just wanted to thank everyone who prayed for my friend. I appreciate you. And the ones who gave positive thoughts and healing. I appreciate you also. Today we have greeting cards, unconventional greeting cards. I've previously done napkin ones, and I've done a napkin one again. I got these napkins from Temu. My previous ones I got from Temu also, but I had looked for a print that was full, and I've had these napkins for a bit of time, but I looked for one that had a full print because I didn't want one of those napkins that had the completely white in the middle. Although you could still use those because then you would load your image to the top of your card or the bottom of your card, and you could do the sentiment up top. But I specifically went for this type of napkin because I wanted to make a sign. And well, I ended up with you can't buy a few, you got to buy a whole package. And I forget how many's in here. It's like 20 or something like that. So I thought, let me try it again. No more wrapper sounds. So when you go to do it, you need to take, sorry, the bottom layer because it's 2-ply. At least this one is. You get 3-ply, then you got to take all the white, which is kind of annoying trying to separate them. You just flick the tip off, flick the tip a little bit, and you can grab the 2 layers. And you're just peeling it back. And it'll be thin, so you don't need this white. What you can use it for, though, is to wipe your hands, which is what I did. And it's now see-through. So the backside of your card base is going to matter what color you use. So if you want a more pink tone to come up, or any other color, whatever napkin you pick, to show through. If you want it white, go with white card base. And you just need this one layer. I cut it into 4 pieces because I had taken postcards because I'm using them puppies up. And it was this stupid package of postcards that I bought, thinking they were cards, and they weren't. There was 50 of them. And I have used quite a bit of them. They were 4x6. So I just covered the postcard with Mod Podge, laid the napkin down, gently tapped it down, and lift it if I needed to get any wrinkles out. It's very delicate when it's just one pie, so you have to be gentle. And then I've seen people take saran wrap and press it with saran wrap, and so that it presses it all the way down. And then, husband's taking out one of the pups, and he's heading towards me because he hears my voice. Um, so then I did the one coat, and then put the napkin on, and then I let it dry, and then once it was fully dry, it doesn't take that long, but I waited until the next night and I did a coat over the top. On my previous one, I did not coat the top, so it still feels very delicate on it. Um, and then I had taken my card bases, which is the 110 cardstock. Excuse me, because this is not your normal card base size, this being 4x6, I needed to cut it to fit a 4x6 so it would have a trim around it. I went too far that way, which I actually put this on first and then scored it, so it's a little off. I would make your card base first based off the measurements of the topper, and then that way you can have it evenly spaced. But they're all that way, so it kind of looks like it was done intentionally. I didn't even think about it until after the fact. So I definitely would test run if you're making your own card base, and then if you're not, make sure your card base is big enough. And then, excuse me. And then I took some stickers that were the sticker sheets that have just the line sticker sediments, and I picked 4. This one I picked was leave a little sparkle wherever you go. This one is wishing you happiness. With brave wings she flies, and may your day be full of sunshine. And then I put a paper backing on it. And then I did 3D double-sided tape so that it would add some dimension. And then I finally used my little raindrops. So I added 3 large ones, or I think there was 4 sizes, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I believe I used 3 and 4 for this one, and added 3 of the 4s and 2 of the 3s. I think that's what I did. Although that one looks tinier than that one. I don't know, it might be the angle. And then I had some stickers, which I was just going to put on the card itself, but it got lost because of the pattern of the napkin. So then I grabbed some pink vellum and attached it to the vellum and made strips and did it on the bottom of all 4 cards. Well, there was 2 that were the same. These 2 were the same, these 2 were the same. So I wanted to put gems on it. And so what I ended up doing was do the pattern of the 2 the same, a little different with the bling on it. And then I did the same thing here, is I only added pink ones to this one, and then I added pink with the sparkly bling in between. And that's it. Very simple. It does take a little bit of time because you have to wait for the Mod Podge to dry. And I also didn't have a complete image in my head when I started with the base. I knew I was going to add these drops, but I wasn't sure what I was going to do for a sentiment or what embellishments I was going to do besides the raindrops. So there is my pretty cards. Unconventional, using napkins. Don't be afraid of a napkin. And don't be afraid of Mod Podge. A lot of people like to look down at Mod Podge. I have found over the years that it's a very good medium to use. And this is stiff. The other ones that I did, they're more delicate. So it depends on exactly what you're going for. But I'm happy how they turned out. They're different. You're not going to find something like this with other people's videos that make cards. Because I'm a little different. But I like that I'm not popping out cards that are how you're supposed to do it. In parentheses, I do whatever interests me, like the napkins. When Nicole pointed out the napkins, Nicole's Happy Place, that she had in one of her hauls pointed out that she had did the front of a card, and I was like, wow, I got to get those napkins that she got, and I have another set of napkins. How awesome is that? I can use those napkins for not just cleaning your hands. And I've made a sign using this napkin. Hold on, let me find that sign. All right, here's the sign. I'm sorry, you're gonna hear the dog having a fit because the other ones are outside and he's not out there with them. But this was a sign that I had made using that same napkin. It is literally the same napkin. I distressed, added a spring sign, which is a metal springs word. I painted it. Then I did a marker along the edges for stitching. Put these different pieces on, stamped it. I got stamps here. Oh, he's being a turd. And just added ribbon for a hanger. And oops. And I've done, this is glue gun in a mold. And then I just painted them. So you're not limited to wiping your hands with a napkin. So I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about the pups in the background. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will be happy to answer any questions that you have. And before you leave, hit those buttons. And I will catch you on. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.